Man, we are blessed as a people, man. But we got so much game, and we run so much game. We be fooling ourselves. Niggas be running what I call the SNS game. When you close the bedroom door and walk out that motherfucker, you's a sorry motherfucker. But if you're that good, and that's all you know how to do, and you not gonna sell it, you's a goddamn fool. The point of having game is to sell it. It was the niggas that was looking out the window, watching. The bleacher niggas. The bleacher niggas was in the window watching the niggas hustle, and figured that was all that the game consisted of. Was a nigga stand on the corner, bunch of rocks in his hand, walk to the car, catch a sale, get money. And all these dumbass niggas on the bleachers jumped in the game and thought that's what it was. And when their ass got tore off, the stick-up man came, the police man came, the dope fiend stole the stash, the motherfucking nigga that sold us from my goddamn Brown Butters, wherever the fuck it was. He didn't know that part of the game was gonna come. Nah, it ain't fair. Nah, nigga, cause this wasn't your shit. You jumped into some shit that you ain't had no business being in.
I got motherfucking stories to tell.
Just let me take a look at it.
So back to the SNS niggas. They got SNS bitches too. Get your game up. Learn how to do something other than fucking. The fucking only lasts but hour, 2 hours, you know what I mean? You serenade for 15 minutes, you rub on the bitch for 30 minutes, and if you good, you get your little hour in. Now you got 22 hours left in the day. What the fuck are you gonna do? Some of y'all motherfuckers like to sleep too much. The sleepy motherfuckers gonna realize that if you sleep 12 hours of the day, when you get to be 80 years old, you're gonna realize you ain't did but 40 years of this shit on earth. You cheated yourself at least of 20 years. Understand you might sleep 20 of the 80. But y'all motherfuckers be sleeping 40 years of the 80 years of your life and then be wondering why the fuck shit is the way it is. You gotta realize life expectancy of a nigga is 80 years. I ain't mean just niggas, I'm talking about human beings. 80 years. The first 20 years is the first quarter. The second 20 years is the second quarter. That's halftime. The third 20 years is the third quarter, and the last 20 years is the fourth quarter. We all know when you turn 40, and it's halftime, and you go in the motherfucking locker room, and you look at the score. If you're not winning, you know you gotta come back in the game in the third quarter, which is you tired as a motherfucker because you just ran like a motherfucker in the first half and ain't do a motherfucking thing. So the third quarter, that little punk ass Gatorade you sipped on to make you feel like you was somebody again. Within about 5 minutes of the third quarter, that shit gonna kick in that you tired as a motherfucker and you behind and ain't did a motherfucking thing. Now, if you winning at halftime, you can keep doing what you doing and you might win the game. Just don't fuck up. But you niggas that come in the third quarter and you know you are losing and you know you are behind in the game, you gotta bring some other shit, cause endurance ain't it. You gonna have to be able to outthink these motherfuckers to win the game. Same shit in life. Y'all motherfuckers over 40 years old and you ain't got no motherfucking game already, and you can't think worth a motherfucker. Hey man, you fucked up. Motherfucker will fuck with you. Y'all can jump up and down on the bed and play the trampoline game and shit for 2 hours, but you ain't gonna get shit after that. But a whole bunch of mouth, no results. Nigga gotta get out in the street, beat his feet, and compete if you trying to get the trophy. Yeah, I compare this shit like a sport because, you know, most of us play sports. It's easy for you to, you know, relate. There's a coach, there's an owner of the team, coach, some players, the water boy, cheerleaders, all that. All that's necessary in your shit. You got the cheerleaders, you got the bitch ass niggas that's hating in the bleachers, you got the niggas on the other side of the bleachers that's cheering you on. Some of them niggas in the bleachers just in it for the fag, cause you won the championship last year and they just, oh shit, we fucking with the nigga, he won last year. But the same niggas, they gonna jump right back off the line when them other niggas get the win. Know what I'm talking about? A lot of y'all motherfuckers who ain't never played any organized sports, y'all ain't got no clue of what being a teammate is, and a lot of y'all are going to fail in relationships because you do not understand the concept of being a teammate. The concept of being a teammate is, but both of y'all got 2 different positions, just like Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. You got this 7'1" big dumb motherfucker that smack everything that come through this motherfucker in the paint, and you got this other finessing motherfucker that's fast as a goddamn rabbit. Both of them 2 bad motherfuckers. But this motherfucker can't do what that motherfucker can do, and the other motherfucker can't do what the other motherfucker can do. But they gotta learn that, motherfucker, we ain't the same. We both do different shit, but we gotta put our different shit together and make it hit. If both of us can do the same shit, we not gonna be able to guard the other motherfuckers, because the other smart motherfuckers gonna have a person on their team that don't do the same shit that your teammate can do. So if you and this nigga do the same shit, you can't check that other nigga that come on the court that's doing different shit. That's the reason why you have a tandem of a man and a woman. A nigga can't do what that woman can do, and a woman can't do what that nigga can do. But we gonna put this shit together and make it hit so we can beat the rest of these other motherfuckers, because there's women and men who we're competing against in this world. And we have women and men that we are raising to compete against these other motherfuckers in this world. And we gotta keep repeating this cycle over and over again so that our team don't lose. But we're gonna take some losses. The Golden State Warriors was some bad motherfuckers, but them niggas lost 9 motherfucking games. 173 games, lost, I'm gonna say it again, they lost 9 times. That means in a relationship, when y'all bump heads and argue and get to fighting and shit, that's one of the males. But you gotta go back to the locker room and realize that, man, I need this motherfucker, even though that motherfucker hit me upside my motherfucking head, or he cussed me the fuck out, or he tripped me up, stole $20 out of my wallet, or whatever the fuck the situation may be. If that person's mission that you see them walk is about them bettering who y'all are as a family, teammate, whatever the situation, you gotta suck the shit up. Feelings ain't involved. It's about the business part of the situation. Reason why I say it's business, because the last name that we hold is a brand. We trying to hold who we are as a last name. We hope that our last name so boss that if we put some lights on that motherfucker, that everybody will walk in and want to see what the fuck we're about. So that's why we had to portray this image when we hit the street on how we look. and how we walk, and how we talk, and how we move. We ain't being slick. We want to let everybody know. When you come with that slick shit, we gonna let you know immediately. No, we not going for that one. This is what my nigga taught me. This is what my bitch showed me. This is what you gonna show the kids. This is how we gonna put it together. We gonna all get on beat, and we gonna win. That's how this shit is. That's how this shit is designed to go, man. We ain't really competing with nobody, but we're competing with somebody. So I don't know them motherfuckers. When I lose, I'm hoping that they don't see it. But the whole point is we gonna live life like everybody's watching, because we really got somebody that's always watching. Yeah, God, man. He watching. And he